Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this intuitive energy update. My name's Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. If you are new, a very warm welcome to you, and I trust that you will find something here supportive. We are in the thick of the most amazing transformation on planet Earth, the Great Awakening, and it's taking place within each and every one of us. As I am live today, it is April the 11th, 2024. And I trust that whenever you find this, messages from spirit, messages from our higher selves are always timeless and eternal. So just as we get connected, I've been guided to work with my solar plexus chakra singing bowl. We're just on the other side of the Great American Eclipse, take 2. And if you haven't been a blubbering mess for the last couple of weeks, I trust you're going to be moving into that energy. It has been intense and yet incredibly supportive of the wounded healer finally healing. Thank you, Chiron. And all of us born between 1968 and 1976 are experiencing our Chiron return. So Chiron is in Aries at this time and was a huge player in the solar eclipse. So you may find yourself, if you're a similar vintage to me, you may find yourself really coming face to face and being presented with opportunity to heal really traumatic situations and times and experiences in your own life. So just before I get too deep into it, let's do this. Okay, so it's just going to be a quick one today. In my world, today is the beginning of the work week. It is Thursday and also known as Monday. So we are in the midst of an incredibly powerful time. And as I had mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast, if you have been feeling like a blubbering mess, and things have been messy, your emotions have been messy recently, congratulations and well done, because you are really feeling the energetics of what is happening in the heavens to support the manifestation and this new beginning of heaven on earth, for all of us to experience. And Archangel Michael is walking very closely with us and encouraging us to continue to follow the path of our heart, follow where we're each, like the spiritual journey is so unique and personal to each of us. And yet, truly, the core wound is the same. And it is this disconnect from source, this disconnect from who we are at our core. And it's also the same with respect to the wound. And the wound really comes from this separation from source And that creates this experience that we're all sort of living within at this time, where we are coming home to ourselves, our experience. And as we release the pain and the trauma and the guilt and the shame and the disconnect that we are human has experienced, we are really opening up the unlimited potential that we were each born with, the unlimited potential for joyful co-creation with spirit as children of the light, as children of God, who know that we each have come here to sing a beautiful heart song. And it's a song of healing, and it's a song of redemption. And, music is our friend. And so I really feel guided to encourage you to keep going. And if you haven't hit that point yet where you're feeling the overwhelming emotion of it all, this is just coming to you as preparation to know that you're not alone. We're all at different, if you think of life as this video game that all the youngins are into. Back in the day we just had Pong and, the good old days, as they say. If we look at this experience, though, as a video game, we're all at different levels, and it's really about consciousness. And our consciousness, our physical vessel, as the home of our soul. And we just had this solar eclipse, total solar eclipse here in North America, in the Americas. Our soul is always guiding us back to that reunion with source, that space of safety and security, and a knowing that we are whole and there's purpose for this entire experience. And those of us who are experiencing our Chiron return with this eclipse season, it speaks volumes of where we are on our spiritual journey. The healer heals themselves. Finally, the wounds, this is beautiful. And this is when it all began. So it's not just about a 2-week period of time. In my personal experience, has been the last, this indicates 4 weeks. Meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. And that was March 10th. And it set off this whole chain of events for those of us who are willing participants, this chain of events that is bringing immense healing, a complete freedom from, it's like the shackles that have bind. It's, that ties that bind. It's really bringing this freedom from all of that. And one of the this is beautiful. One of the messages that has recently come through is like Lisa Lyle has been making her own choices and decisions since 1984. So when we begin to see ourselves and as we truly are, from our heart space, at the end of the day, the heart has always been pure. It has been the trauma that has led to the experience of more profound separation from our fellows, from ourselves. So the next 2 cards is Nothing Is Yet Set in Stone, the Mutable Moon, and the number 7 card, the Waxing Crescent, which is where we are right now. Oh, this is the waning crescent. We're the waxing crescent right now, is Nourishment, and it's number 7. And earlier today, I also received a number 7 card, the Goddess of Creation. So we have to nourish ourselves through this transformation, through this profound healing that is setting us up truly for a lifetime of joyful experience, an abundant experience, a love-filled experience, connection with our fellows. Let's just get a couple more cards here. Not one to come out. Listen. Number 2, the High Priestess, trusting that inner voice. We don't trust me. Trust me when I tell you. As you know, I on a spiritual level, I'm profoundly aware that the entire experience has been for purpose, and that all that has transpired to this point has been necessary. Yet, as the human, the physical vessel, Lisa, trust me, it's like, seriously, I can't believe I signed up for this, because this isn't anything that I had envisioned or imagined my life would be in 2024. And yet here I am killing it, you know, and here I am truly, for the first time, I feel it's been it's been about the last 7 days actually, that I have felt a tremendous sense of relief and ease within the experience. And that is all because I have been trusting the inner wisdom that guides better choices, that guides the nourishment that this vessel needs. And we all need that space to be nourished. The throat chakra. And perhaps there's, a conversation that needs to be had. Perhaps this is a reminder of the conversations that we're having with ourselves. Perhaps this is, the need for us to express ourselves, to amend situations and behaviors and experiences from back there. And if you're really lucky, you are granted the opportunity, if it's meant to be, it will be. And this is a number 5, change. And then the 5 and the 2 is 7 again. So lucky 7s, we're getting through this. And we're the lucky ones. 2 on the bottom of the deck, as well, as if that's not amplified. Trust your inner voice. As I was saying before, I don't know that I even finished it. The spiritual journey and the experience of the spiritual awakening, which is an ongoing experience as long as we're in this vessel of flesh, right? Flesh and bone. We're here to hone our skills. And we are creating, look at that, 2 4s. The angels are with us co-creating. And if I show you the Archangel Michael card that came out earlier, Archangel Michael usually presents as blue, this, indigo blue light. And in this card, he's all red. Oh, geez. All red, grounded, stable, secure, firm foundations, grounded, stable, secure. 4 is my number for the angelic realm. And, we're in the 4th month as I record. The angels are surrounding us. We are surrounded by energetic beings that love us unconditionally. And so much of what is taking place on this planetary realm is really, it's hard. It's destabilizing, and that's what it's meant to be, so that we become responsible for being the stabilizing energy. As was said, this girl's been making her own choices and decisions since 1984. And so that's the same, not the particular year. For you, what year is that? How long have you been making your own choices and decisions? And so in 1984, I was 14, moving up into the solar plexus chakra with all that trauma and wounding that took place underneath what was not a firm foundation. And yet the foundations that are being created, that are being nurtured and nourished by the, almost 54-year-old me, are much more balanced, are much more peaceful, are much more heart-centered. So we got the Rest and Rejuvenate card, was the second number 4. And then it takes me right back to that nourishment card. And 4 plus 7 is 11. We're each here on that path of mastery, our path of service, sharing through our experience, supporting others to begin to experience their own awakening. And this is what's going to have the long-standing, sustainable transformation on Mother Earth, is the personal transformation, right? The personal experience of peace. And when we find that, and as if you were born between 1968 and 1976, this is the time. This is your time. This is why you've come. You've come to experience the healing so that you can pass on your wisdom, your experience to other young saplings, to other young children of light who, have also experienced a lot of the trauma and fright. And I feel like it's really amplified at this time. And so the whole experience is so inorganic. There goes, you hear that? It's inorganic. We are nature. Nature is us. Nature heals us. The heavens support us. And we are the firm foundation. We are the tree of life, the lighthouse, the chalice. We're all of it. We're all of it right here and now. So it always comes back to truly the personal experience supports the collective awakening and eventually, ultimately, the collective experience of peace and abundance and joyful co-creation and togetherness and no more separation. And the card that flipped out from our loved ones in spirit, those who love us unconditionally, God, creator, source, is dream talk. What are your dreams? I mean, I guess first we have to acknowledge the nightmares in order to uncover the dream. What is the dream? And has it changed? Sometimes in our experience, we hold so fast to what we had envisioned for our life that, there's difficulty in letting it go. And yet it's in the letting it go that the freedom comes in, that the freedom is experienced. And then we can begin to dream again. Or perhaps, it's the same dream. As long as it's not a nightmare, I'm going to change that now. For the last couple years, people will be, hey, how are you, Lisa? And in a joking way, there, that notification goes again. In a joking way, I'll often respond, living the dream, dodging the nightmares. And that's truly, that was true to the experience. And now it's going to be living in the dream, right? As the gateway of abundance, as the soul expression of love in human form. So, intuitively, a couple of things are coming through is get out of your head more. It's also reminding me of the throat chakra card because it does say dream talk. So, what are the dreams? What is the dream that flows from the purity of your heart? Are you allowing yourself to dream, or are you numbing yourself to sleep so that there in the dream time there's no recall? There's, you know, in the waking time, are you numbing yourself from having the experience of the release of being the mess, the heaping mess? Because that has great value. Excuse me. That has great value. In fact, it has great purpose. And I feel it is a necessary part of the healer finally healing thyself. And then from this space, we get to serve. And how powerful is that? That's incredibly powerful. And so at 2:22, we're going to end this by sharing the message on this card. And it says, your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams and your intuition, that high priestess. It is just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more, and in particular, music. So if you are still here, thank you so much for being here. Give a thumbs up. If something here felt supportive, if you resonated with something, if you were entertained for a moment, or perhaps a smile came to your beautiful face, drop a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And if you would like to work with me, booking through a reading or an intuitive healing session, don't hesitate to reach out. The link is in the description box below. And so until next time, everyone, I just want to say, I see you, I feel you, I love you. I am simply another reflection of the oneness within you and the collective consciousness. So take good care of yourselves. Until next time, namaste.